Hello. You join me here at Spooky O'Clock, also known as Very Late. We're going to play a horror game today. We're going to play Amnesia, which is like the OG horror game. And I'm going to poop my pants a lot. So let's start. Normal or hard? Let's do normal. I don't know much about this game, other than it's fairly old and hopefully scary.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is I am Daniel.
That has to be the weirdest introduction for anyone, for any contestant on the weakest link ever. Didn't even mention his occupation. So I assume we're Daniel. That was us talking. We've started hearing some sort of hassle. A memento has been added to the journal. For quick access to your mementos, press M. Make sure to check these whenever you get stuck. Right, so J and M are our journal and mementos. This menu has aged so well. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. What sort of liquid? Looks like we've got a multitude of liquids to start off. We've got some sort of rainwater coming through here. Got some blood. And then what I'm going to assume is ectoplasm. That would be my scientific verdict on what that is. Looks like there's been some sort of cave-in. Yeah, we're in a castle or something. So I don't know how these rocks are here. Oh, I can interact with this somehow. I can light candles, but I've got 0 of the magical box of pixie dust to light the candles with, so we can't do that. Okay. Control to crouch. That might come in handy. Alright, so follow the liquid trail, but I do want to open this door if I can. Oh, there we go. Or I can use right mouse to throw the door open or shut, depending on the direction I'm facing. Take one of these. Ah, tinderbox. I'm guessing that's what the magical box of pixie dust was. Well, that's what I thought was. Can I pick up this? Doesn't seem like I can. Alright, how do I interact with this door? What's the right? Right mouse button doesn't seem to actually be doing anything, so... Good. It's a good start. Alright, what can I pick up? I can either light that candle, I can pick up... what am I doing? Oh! Didn't mean to do that. Right mouse went to throw it. Mouse, thumbstick to rotate the objects. It's alright, I'm just struggling with the controls and I've only just left the first corridor. Right. Follow this liquid trail. Okay, so we're following the trail of ectoplasm, not a trail of blood or anything. Oh, what's going on here? I'm having some sort of attack. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. And whatever the rest of the lyrics are. This must be some sort of castle. Anything, any logical explanation for some people having a suit of armor. Can I interact with this door? I can. Or I can try to at least. Oh. The game says no, as it creates spooky sounds to tell us that that is bad and haunted. What is... There's a big draft coming from here. Oh, can I change clothes? No. Boring. Tinderboxes are used to light candles and other light sources in the environment. The current number of tinderboxes is shown in the inventory using tab. Whoa. Look at that. Health, indicated by a heart. Sanity, a little brain and a spine. A journal and tinderboxes and oil. Oh, it's used for lanterns. Okay. Right. Ectoplasm goes down there, but let's go into this room. See what's happening in here. More tinderboxes. Bottle of some liquid. And a fire. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's much going on here. I still don't know what I'm sort of meant to be doing. I don't know much about who I am and why I'm here. All I know is to follow the ectoplasm. Or other liquid. Yeah, it's probably best not to wonder too much about what this is. Maybe I don't want to know. My man is slow. Alright, we can sprint a bit. Good. Oh, I hear someone else running about. My guy's breathing very heavily. What is going on? I'm on the floor, apparently. Seems like a bit like an overreaction. I don't know what he's gone through. And it would be weird waking up in this place. Even still. I don't think that happened from a gust of wind. Which makes me think that I'm not alone here. It could be the case. It's all good because we found another box of pixie dust, so... we're bound to be okay. Can I open this? Wow. Okay, so the travel that goes in here, but this is the door that opened for us. Huh, the door opened. It doesn't seem to be... When telling darkness, it sounds slowly drained. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or such source of lights. Ah, okay. Oh, I see how this works. Light is important. Ah, dude, Daniel has a big fear of the dark. What's going on here? Looks like some sort of kingly gentleman. Standing up on a hill. Some caves or something. Seems like the crucifixion of some dude and his children. What's going on here? Here we see the famous tale of Gabriel the Bard playing a nice lovely ballad. The herd of cows. A well-known English folk tale. Let's follow the ectoplasm, but first, let's open the wardrobe. Ooh, more clothes that we can't wear. Just 2 white shirts. Maybe everyone in this castle goes around just ass naked. Bare ass naked. Maybe we'll see some of these bare-ass naked people. Maybe the bare-ass naked people are through this door. In the old archives. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. What this means, I still have no clue. Oh, someone's adverse to reading. Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Yeah. To be honest, when I'm confronted with the supernatural and the frightening, what makes me feel better is completing puzzles. So that does make sense. Ugh. There's some big roaches. Or other things. Feels like my sanity's still going down. Oh, here's someone else walking about. Oh, I've got boxes here. Okay. Is the puzzle to be solved in here? If so, what? Some knocked over shelves in a box here. I'm gonna be doing something with these, making myself a little set of staircase or anything. I can't open these, I don't think, unless I can throw them and they break. Doesn't seem to be what I'm supposed to do. Am I meant to interact with this water in some way? I don't know. I'm gonna leave this room. Doesn't seem like it's the answer. Maybe I should have picked up one of those candles and lit it with a tinderbox. Who knows? Oh, some more unsettling events going on. Whoa, but we found the lantern though. That could be good. What does this say? I don't know. Picked up the lantern when filled with oil. It can be turned on by pressing F or selecting it in the inventory. Cool. Could have some oil. Maybe it already came full with oil. It did! Huzzah! Look at that. We've got light. Keep hearing someone creeping about. Maybe it is a bare-ass naked man. I haven't used a tinderbox on a single thing yet. Actually, that's a lie. There was that one candle when I started losing it. I don't feel unsettled here. Ooh. Well, at least we know we're not on the top floor of this building. And I'm guessing that's the sunlight there, so... Can't be too far from the surface. In the outside world. Let's follow the liquid. Anything of interest in here? No. We're having an earthquake! To be honest, I couldn't tell if that was the ground rumbling or my knees shaking. I'm guessing it was the ground. It's the chandelier shaking. Either that, or I've got very, very strong knees. What's in here? Another tinderbox. Can I hide in this if I needed to? I think so. I don't know if you're meant to be able to. The broom's stopping it, so... Not the greatest hiding place. If needed... Oh, did my lantern just die out? I think it did. I think I'll be fine though, without it for now. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted it. Maybe that was bad. feel alright for now though. Let's carry on. My attention has been drawn over here. Ah, there's a bit of parchment. Is that some oil? Yes, it is. Perfect. Wish I could pick up one of these candles. I want the quill if I need to, apparently. Alright, let's read this.
August 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Okay. So there we have it. That's the premise for what we're doing here. That's our main goal in the game. We have to find some dude named Alexander and kill him. It sounds, by that note that we've written to ourselves, like he's some old crippled man. Didn't really tell us much about why he should die, but just that we should kill him. The fact that it's written by ourselves makes me think that we've meant to have lost our memory by this point. But I expected to wake up here and go after and kill this Alexander bloke. Also, why was there a trail of ectoplasm leading to this desk? How does that make much sense? Is that my ectoplasm? Am I a ghost? Or is that another one of my liquids? And if so, which one? And why? Oh, there's a lever here. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh my god. We've just opened a secret door. What could be down or through here, I wonder? More bugs, apparently. And another big red door. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she would too be punished. I'm guessing that's just a quote from something. Maybe another story that sort of runs parallel to this one. In the same way that Far Cry 3 sort of described through Alice in Wonderland quotes. Maybe it's that sort of deal. That's some blood. Or red food colouring.
Alexander,
Or petals.
is he inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Okay. This is what I'm thinking. This Alexander guy took us, Daniel, under his wing as some sort of protege or lab rat. Did something to us that has caused us to lose our memory. Done some bad things, and now we need to get revenge on him. But I can't exactly remember what happened. But memories are leaking through as we're going back through this place. And I guess we're in Brennenburg. What that is exactly, I don't know. I guess as the game's called The Dark Descent, we're going to descend here. That would make sense, wouldn't it? But first, let us check out some of these side corridors. Maybe able to find some interesting loot. Oh. I don't know what this is. That looks horrible. My instinct was to call it flesh, but it looks far too mutated to be called flesh. Let's just stay away from it. I don't feel like I'm being hunted right now. That sort of mysterious shadow that my past self mentioned doesn't seem to be here in any way. Oh, okay. Laboratory. Sure. Okay, so that area we just came from might be like some sort of... not a hub area as such, but somewhere we might have to keep returning to pass through into these little sub-areas, like a laboratory we just entered. Oh. Something's up with that there. More stairs down there. Let's check this out. That's where my attention was drawn. Towards this. Oh, Jesus. This is giving me unhealthy vibes. I got some oil though. But this blocked off corridor or exit or what have you has not passed the vibe check, so let's not try to push through there. Is that oil up top there? I think it is. Oh, I'm hearing hissing. Wait, can I can jump. I've got some oil. I feel like jumping is an oddity for horror games. Right, we're gonna crouch through here. Don't know why. I've just got the heebie-jeebies right now. Jesus. Use the technical term.
There should be more cuprites.
Cuprites.
Let me see. And one part aquafortis.
Okay. There's a little memory of Alexander mixing some things in the laboratoire. What is this? Chemistry pot. Seems like a very scientific name for such a piece of equipment. Early alchemy experiment. Let's have a little read of this. This is my third attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprit binds them well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia instead of Aqua Fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid, possibly meant to say acidic though, and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. I can read that later, if I so choose to do so at my leisure. Anything in here? Ooh, this is giving me a memory, whatever this is. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, or I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Okay. Don't understand whose perspective that was meant to be from. What it really means. Nothing much interest in here. Someone stored a random tinderbox in here. Oh, I hear some walking. Here's some footsteps. Dino needs to get his eyes checked out, man. He's got some wavy vision. Oh, some more reading to do. My favourites. Chemical relocation. A lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay. What is in here? If there was ever a place for a cameo appearance from Dino Croc, it would be there. I'm going to be honest. The lack of a cameo appearance from Dino Croc has disappointed me. What's the crocodile from the DC comics? What's his name? He was in Suicide Squad. There's also King Croc. Or is that the one from like Sonic? Who knows? One of them is called King Croc, I'm sure. So that was all in the laboratory, that was it. Just some reading of things I didn't really understand. And no Dino Croc. What can you do? Ah! Well, that chemical relocation hinted at the wine cellar, and here we have Cellar Veneria, which I'm gonna guess means wine cellar. What's going on here? Why did Herod no get off of me? We're over here. I think the best thing to do at this time, when we just heard a screech for help from over this location, is to turn around, ignore it, and focus on ourselves. Now, exactly what I'm going to do. Wine cellar. It's locked in here, it will not open without a key. Of course it won't. Now we've got to find some sort of key. Not sure if there is anything of interest up there. Maybe there's some area over there. I'm gonna go down here though, if I can. What's this? Fabrica Aliquatoria, also known as the... I thought it was going to give us another title. Fabrica could mean make, or just something to do with fabric. Aliquatoria. Liquor Elixir? Eliquatoria. I don't know. Is that Latin? It must be Latin, surely. Not sure quite what it means. It won't budge. Yeah. Probably due to the fact that there's 3 planks of wood bolted across it. Nailed across it. Through here. Oh. Tabularium. And another red door. This isn't where I came from, is it? Pretty sure it isn't. What's through here? Archives. Where did I come from here? Am I losing it? That's very possible. I didn't come from here. Because this doesn't look like a castle. It's more like a villa. Rare books. Libri Rari. Gosh. Latin languages are so varied. Anything of any interest in here? Ooh. Some sort of sculpture. Let's leave it here. Something to read here. Let's check these drawers. Nout. Nout. And nout. Pleasant surprise.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
I'm getting big Indiana Jones vibes from that. It's like they're trying to uncover some sort of covenant. Which if you've seen Indiana Jones, will know that it went very well for the people who went looking for that. Didn't cause them any trouble whatsoever. Oh, more footsteps. That's not good. What is this room? Catalogues. Thousands and thousands of ancient Argos catalogues. Alright, this one doesn't have any voice acting for it, so here we go. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian Royal Court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm House of Gerrick. It seems that Wilhelm has entered a little sexual contract with the Baron of Brennenburg. Or something close to that. Study. Can I open this? Ah. It opens inwards, not outwards. Yet it has a pull handle. It's just bad interior design, that. Oh. I can hear muttering. Quite a lot of buzzing. All white shirts. Again! No sort of trousers. Or undergarments. Or shoes. Or hats. Jackets. Everyone just wears shirts here. And nothing else. The 19th century was a weird
7th
time.
May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Started off a bit xenophobic, but yeah, I think that was just karma, and that's why he got trapped in this tomb. That's from our perspective, so obviously I must have gotten out some way. Guess all will be revealed in Algeria, Part 3. A sort of library or books, old tomes. I could not tell you for the life of me what a tome is. Oh, book fell to the floor, and nobody pushed it over. Why can I have a piano? Has a piano started playing by itself in the other room? Or is this part of the soundtrack? If I like this, can I pick it up? No. I just wasted a tinderbox. Oh, it's a chest. It's like playing a Legend of Zelda. Are there chests in Legend of Zelda? There are, aren't there? Okay. Well, let's push on through here. There's still an incessant buzzing going on. I don't want to drop this. This is like it could smash and make a loud noise, and then some creepy, dark creature could come after me. Local history. It won't open. It's locked. Why have I got a thing in my journal? Some sort of note or something. There's those. The diaries of Algeria. Okay. I haven't checked. I probably should have checked this previously, but here we go. The door leading to local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? Okay. Find the key for the wine cellar. Yeah. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Yeah, so I know I need to open the wine cellar and head towards it. Yeah, that was my intentions anyway. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Okay. So I'm guessing I'm going to use this acid as some sort of weapon to kill Alexander, or anything else that's haunting us here. Or maybe for some other purpose. Also, the door... Oh, yes. I read that one first. Yeah. Well, as this was giving us memento, I'm guessing getting in this local history room is going to be important for finding the key, I guess? Or something else? Ah, so that was the piano that was like playing itself. Interesting. So, painting of some shipyards. Wondered if it was a shipwreck at first, which would fit the dreary atmosphere, but just general shipbuilding stuff. Okay, so let's head down here. The local history room will be, well, I assume the window of entrance here on this left door, or through it. Heard some speech that would sound more at home in the Star Wars universe, I'm gonna be honest. Another piano. Wonder if that will start playing itself into some oil. Yeah. Okay. At this stage in the game anyway, we're getting lots of sunlight through these windows. So vision isn't much of a problem. So I feel if I save my oil in tinderboxes for later in the game, where I assume it'll get darker, that could be a pro gamer strategy. Or maybe it's very stupid and I'm just letting my sanity get ground down. Is it tab to look at stuff? Sanity. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. I'm not a medical professional, but I'm guessing that's not a good level of sanity. But my health is all good. So that's nice at least. Well, we do know the way to solve, or to fix our sanity rather. Which is solving puzzles, isn't it? So, let's solve some puzzles. Now my sanity is dangerously low. We really need to solve some puzzles. Make sure to stay in the light and try to make progress. Bro, I'm trying to make progress, bro. Just walking through doors. Now I'm having a panic attack because I picked up a bit of parchment. What's going on?
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer.
If I failed the game here,
My body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
this game better not be
It was
fully sending me
waiting
back.
for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Okay, so that's sort of given us the next part of the Algeria saga. I thought the game was just gonna, like, send me back to the start or back to some other sort of checkpoint or save point or something. Because my sanity is very low, but luckily that didn't happen. But I do need to solve some puzzles. Need to get the wine cellar open. Do some exploring. Let's get inside the local history room. That's gonna... floor plans. Okay.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay. So it seems that the shadow isn't just a creature, it seems like some huge sort of omnipotent force. East Wing, Western Hall. Can we take these with us, or something? I don't know. Oil tinder boxes. I thought we'd be able to get through the local history room here, but doesn't seem like that's the case. I wonder if it's going to happen with that crack there. Maybe this is how we can get through. Ah, it's local history. Fragile but not breakable by hand. Okay. Let's get something to break that open with then. Oh, can we pick up like one of these rocks? I mean, break open this and get in the local history room. Yes, we can. Aha. We can jump in. I'm guessing this is local history.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
That sounds like a scene from Saw. Which I guess fits the theme and the aesthetic of scariness. Alright, we can read that if we can break that open, I guess. Which is something we might have to do. I don't know if we actually are in local history now. That's a locked door, so that would I'd assume it is. Can we break that glass cabinet open with this box? We can. Guess I'm reading this then. Local folklore. Altstadt in Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlets and its neighbour castle Brennenburg. The quaint forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travellers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods, and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies rot, while their tainted souls have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? How many pages are there? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, as he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in the Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods? What's happened to him? Finally, the immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle near Altstadt, and like most of those noble birth rumours, And like most of the noble birth, rumours are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. So Alexander's supposed to be 300 years old? Seems somewhat superhuman and supernatural. Again, this continues to be locked. I mean, guess that makes sense. Let's check mementos. There is some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history. Oh, right. I missed something. Good job. I checked my mementos. This is like the doors. This is slid somewhere. Ah, that looks like an entrance. Can we just move the whole thing? There must be a way in. Yes, I figured this. Anything behind the books? Perhaps? Maybe it's activated by some other part of the room. Let's light up this side. It might also help our sanity actually having this lit up. I mean, we used a lever before to open some sort of secret door, but there's no guarantee that this will be opened the same way. It looks like this was pushed across anyway, but it was sort of implying that there was some sort of lever or switch or something. I might be wasting all my tinderbox in this room, but having light will help us find any switch or what have you. Anything behind here? Oh, it might be behind the boxes actually. Let's move these out of the way. No? Maybe we have to use them to get on top of something. Look at these physics. These were ahead of their time. This had building in it before Fortnite was even dreamt of. I don't see anything here. Am I being really thick here? Is the solution to opening this very, very simple? Probably. Oh, that made some sort of noise. Let's... there's another book like... Oh yeah, there's another one here like that. Is that doing anything? Definitely making a sound effect, like it is doing something. Trying to see if there's... Oh yes, there's another book like that's here. Got 3 books. 3 books are shaking now. Is there a 4th? I would have assumed that a 3rd one would have done it. You know, rule of 3 is generally a thing. Okay, these books have retreated back inside. Maybe you have to do it in a certain time. Pull that out, and then pull this one out. There we are. Okay. I don't know if that puzzle should have taken me that long, but there we are. We did it. We did it in the end. That must have helped our sanity. How could solving a puzzle such as that not help your sanity? And we found a key. Wine cellar key as well. Oh, Jesus. Shadow? It's Shadow from the Sonic game that's finally coming after us. Killer Croc. Killer Croc's the DC one. King Croc's the Sonic one. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brenham. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter's been handled. Either the king's men leave, or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. What Alexander was meant to, well, at least for the early parts of history here, be some sort of nobleman, but it seems like in his late history, as far as the locals are concerned, he turned out to be a bit of a prick. Who knows? Maybe me, if I could pay more attention. That door's opened. And that was locked before. Let's slowly creep out of here. Find our way back, if we can. This is the sort of big sort of drawing room. Oh, Jesus, that's a bad noise. What happens if we do come across a beastie? Well, I tried hiding in a wardrobe before and it didn't work that well. And that was with nothing about. Yo, I'm hearing some proper big Jabba the Hutt noises. Cannon's gone off again. I'm not going near that. Where did I come in here? Oh, this is the entrance, and then... Okay, let's just leave through here. Let's get out of there. This is starting to get spooky now. Now I've finally actually solved some puzzles. I don't like how that's pulsating. That makes me very uncomfortable. Please stop, for the love of all that's holy. Oh, Jesus. Why? I feel like I shouldn't walk through this, but I have no way around, really. That's not a way around it. I'm going to have to go through it. Please. Oh, why is it moving? I thought this game would be scary, and to be fair, it has been at parts, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'd be this sort of unsettling. Just down to the fact of it being a bit gross. A bit horrible. It's a bit horrible. Right, so that was the laboratory. The laboratoire. And here's the wine cellar. Let's go through here. Use the key on the door to unlock it. Why do I have to select the key myself? Tag reads wine cellar. Yes, good. How do I put this in my hand? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. Yeah, I don't know how to say hold it. I don't understand that. Bear with me. Double click it. Of course you do. And we're through. Good. Into the wine cellar. Where, when standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or such other sort of light. Yeah. This does seem like it's getting to the time where I need to use various light sources. Otherwise I will totally lose it. That looks like surface level, and we're just going beneath surface level now.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
I'm guessing that was Wilhelm and his gang, right? Was Wilhelm the king? Have I totally misread that? That came from there, which means something must have knocked it off. Oh, okay, here we've got a layout that looks like it's been drawn by a child. That could be useful. That being the staircase. Okay, so we're essentially right in the centre here, and all of the gameplay in this area sort of is centred around it. Good. So that would make the door leading to that into might showing barrels, so maybe some sort of storage room. Lots of barrels, and a green light, which is I don't know what's making this green light. Oh shit! There's some sort of green-blue sort of ectoplasm here. Ah, cuprites. It's one of the chemicals needed. That door just shuts. It's alright, Daniel. Calm down. Let's light some candles. Can I pick up the hammer? Yeah, but I can't really keep it. There's a saw. It is like saw. Sort of. Maybe entered the room I didn't think I was going. I mean, there's a lot of barrels in it. But, I mean, there was also another room on the map that looked more like a workshop. But this looks like a workshop, so maybe I've read the map wrong. Okay, so if I'm cuprite, I'm guessing that's all we need to do in this room, really. I'm guessing we're just collecting chemicals now. Yeah, evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Oh yes, we picked up the chemistry pot, didn't we? So I'm guessing now we have that. We can get these 4 chemicals. One we already have, being cuprites. And then we can make that powerful acid for killing Alexander or the Shadow, perhaps. You know what? We're going to end this episode here. And next time, we'll see if we can gather the rest of the chemicals. And then we'll find out what we need to do with them. See if we can find Alexander, maybe. That's where we're going to leave it. We haven't actually encountered any physical threat, but I'm not going to complain. But next time, it's going to get a lot scarier, I assume. So I'll see you then.